Hello, all my besties, and welcome to another one of my videos. In today's video, we will be jumping back into Metricool. Now, in today's video, I am going to show you guys how to post your first piece of content on Instagram as well as TikTok. In the next video, I'm going to show you guys how to post your videos to YouTube due to the fact that I use different types of content for places like TikTok and Instagram than what I would use on YouTube. Okay, that's just my personal preference. But you can create one video and send it to all of your social media platforms. It is completely up to you. It's just I have mine set up as far as videos, just a little bit different. So I'm gonna head over here to Metricool and let's get started. Okay, when you come over into Metricools and you coming into your planning, which is your calendar, the first thing that you're going to notice when you switch between the social media platforms that you uploaded is Instagram is going to be pink. Okay, so the lighter areas is when you do not want your content to go live. You want your content to go live where you see the darkest areas. So, like on my Instagram page, based on my analytics that was done between September the 7th and September the 13th, the best time for me to post on Saturday, it's not as dark as during the week, is around between 10 a.m. and 1 a.m. That's way on today, which is the day we're on Saturday. I can see my darkest areas, and I'd see another darker area at 6 p.m. And my analytics can be like this because I tend to post my content on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and Sundays. Okay. So my audience probably have already picked up, or the algorithm kind of picked up my posting habits. So if I wanted to actually, when I'm scheduling out my posts, I need to be looking at these darker areas through the week. Look at Sunday, look at Mondays, look at Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursday. I definitely need to be doing content because those are my darkest days. Okay, so when you're looking at your calendar and you finna get ready to plan out your content based on analytics and your audience, it's gonna tell you the darker areas is when you need to have content. Okay, so that's Instagram. YouTube, I think, is great. So anyway, I see my darkest, grayest areas. Wednesday is a good day for me to post. Saturdays at between 6 p.m. and 8. Tuesdays between 6 and 7. All of those areas are great. That's when I need to have content because that's when my audience is looking the most. Okay. And then if I do YouTube, YouTube is orange, and whether it's Facebook, each one of them have their own different color. So on YouTube, Thursdays is a good time around 10 a.m. for one of my videos to go live. Pretty much throughout the week, I'm pretty solid throughout the week with posting content. Maybe shorts. I might want to post more shorts throughout the week where I see the darker orange. I notice my audience is not too much of a weekend person, but they are more into the week. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday seems to be my biggest days with content. Okay. And then, like I said, it could be due to the fact that I usually post on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and Sundays. So the algorithm is probably already looking for content on those days. Now, if you come up here to the top and you notice it say you have one post out of 50 available posts in your plan this month. Okay, so if you're using the free plan, you get to post 50 posts a month. What that mean, if you have one video and you send it to, say you send it to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts, that means you just use 4 out of the 50 credits. Okay, but you have just posted content on 4 different platforms. Now, my recommendation with using Metricool, if you have 3 or more social media platforms, I would recommend you pick your top 3. I mean, link all your platforms to Metricool so that you can see all your analytics. But based on the 50 posts that you can get a month under the free plan, I would pick my top 3, and I would make sure that I use all of my 50 going to my top 3 social media platforms. What that means is, if you like, for me, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, and Instagram is my top 3. Okay, so I want to post 4 times a week on all three of those platforms: Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Okay, that's 4 times a week. So if I'm posting 4 times a week on all 3 of them, that means I am using 12 credits or 12 video credits per week. Okay, times 4. So that means I'm using 48 credits a month. and it gave me 2 freebies. Okay. So what that means is if I'm focusing on my top 3 social media platforms and I'm posting 4 times a week for the entire month, that means I'm getting consistent. The algorithm is picking me up, and I should see my numbers going up because I'm staying consistent and I'm pretty much posting every other day. Now, I do post on Pinterest. Pinterest is one of my top 3 social media platforms, but because Pinterest is more easier to do pins, because pins pretty much tend to be just a picture, a description, and a link. The content for that I can continue to do manually. But to make sure that TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts is getting videos consistently every single day, then I'm going to use Metricool to schedule those out. Okay. And like I said, today we're going to be doing Instagram and TikTok. Now, Metricool is just a content management platform. You still got to make your videos in places like CapCut or even Canva. Okay, so I'm right here, and I'm gonna head over here to TikTok, and I'm gonna hit create. Okay, and I am also going to, it's already clicked on, which is Instagram, because I have Instagram clicked on and I'm doing the Instagram wheel. Okay, you could do a post or you could do a story. I'm doing a wheel. Now, TikTok don't really have nothing for me to drop down because TikTok don't do wheels or nothing like that. So that's fine. Okay, and right now I see 2 arrows and I'm gonna show you how to clear your errors out because Instagram requires certain things, and then TikTok also requires certain things. So we're going to take those on one at a time. And if you look over here to the right, it's going to show you what your content will look like once you upload it. So the first thing I need to do is get my video. I already created me a video in CapCut and downloaded it to my computer. So I'm going to go up here right here to my downloads, and I'm just going to drag my video right here. And boom, my video is here. Okay. Now, let me see if you guys can hear it. Let me hit play. Hey, besties. Quick heads up. The sound from my video did not pick up in this recording. But no worries. I've dropped a link in the description so you can watch the full version with sound over on my Instagram page or TikTok. Now, the good thing about it is the video did post on IG and TikTok at the same time using Metricool. So I am so happy about that. Now, if you found this video valuable, go ahead and hit that like button and consider subscribing to my channel. I drop new content every single week, so you definitely don't want to miss out. And listen, if you really want to learn how to publish your first book on Amazon KDP, build a free website, or create digital products that bring you passive income while you sleep, then click the link in the description and join me inside of Side Hustle University on School. All right, now let's get back to the video. Okay, so in CapCut, I use the template. I use some jaw dropping images, and I put a caption that say, if you want to learn how to get jaw dropping images, it's all inside of SHU, which is Side Hustle University. I'm pretty much just using the basic format for TikTok and Instagram, which is have a good little video with some background music. Okay, that's their thing. I tried to do an inspirational video on TikTok. I guess I said Side Hustle University and they blocked my video. So I'm going to keep it basic for TikTok and Instagram, where I am giving a catchy song, a nice template, and a message within the video. Okay. When I do YouTube, you guys gonna see me doing some captions and some voiceovers. That's why I do 2 type of videos for those platforms. Okay. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to look at. Wait a minute. I need something to say. Okay, so let me go up here to the top. I need something to say. So I'm gonna go over here to ChatGPT. Okay, and I'm gonna tell it, can you act as a posting expert and create me a description and hashtags for a TikTok and IG post where I made that says for jaw dropping images, or learn to make jaw dropping image, what? Images, join SHU. Okay. And basically, can you act as a posting expert? There we go. And create me a description and hashtag for a TikTok and IG post where I made that says learn to make jaw dropping images, join SHU. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit the go. Okay, so it just gave me learn to create jaw dropping images that stop the stroll and sell. Join Southwest University and get step by step guidance to turn your creativity into income. Start today. Your idea deserves to shine. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. Okay, and then I'm gonna head over here and I'm gonna put it in descriptions. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and grab my hashtags. Okay, copy, and I'm gonna also add that to the description. Okay. Now, if you look at the first button, okay, that's how you add your media. The second button, if you want to, with the smiley face, if you want to add emojis, okay. The next video is you want to search popular hashtags. So I had ChatGPT to give me some hashtags, and based on my description, I can search right here Instagram. These are their popular hashtags, and this is Instagram. I'm at TikTok popular hashtags, and you can also right here you can upgrade your plan for discover the best Instagram and TikTok hashtags. It's completely up to you. But again, since I'm using the free plan, I am using ChatGPT. Okay. Next, if you want to add the first comment, so if you want to add a first comment to your post, you can. Okay. Next, and like with TikTok, I'm not gonna add the first comment because people who get the first comment they get that little sticker. So I'm not gonna add a comment, my first comment. But if I was doing maybe like YouTube short, I probably would say in the comments, Southwest University is now on school. Come over and join us, something like that. Okay. If you want to also add your location, it's right there. And then if you want to use a URL generated campaign, if you're doing some type of campaigns, that's what the little link button means. And they also have generated posters with the AI assistant. Okay, so if you click on that, if you write a short description and you want it to be a little bit more elaborated, then you can use the AI assistant. Okay. So number one, it can translate it if you want it to be in different language. If you want to add a call to action, you can click on here. If you want to add hashtags, you can add on here. If you feel your description is too short, you can click on this and it'll make your description shorter. I'm sorry, longer. And if you want it to be shorter, you click on that. If you want to change the tone, you can change the tone of your description. You also can add emojis um to your description. You can also correct text if you need correct spell check. You can correct the text right here. Most of the time, if you're bringing it from ChatGPT, most of this stuff is already done. You can optimize it for social media. You can change the structure. You can adjust the instructions, or you can just restart. Okay, so you can actually use the AI assistant right here. You just tell it what you want it to do. But like I said, if you're using ChatGPT pretty much gave it to you. Okay, so now I have my description. I have my hashtags. So Instagram looks like it's pretty good, but I'm still showing one error. So let me click on TikTok and see it's my error in TikTok. Let me see where it says. Oh, my error is coming because I need to schedule. It's scheduled right now for this time, and I don't need it to be scheduled for that time. So what I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead, and if you see an error, all you have to do is click down on it and it'll tell you what the error is. Published date can't be a past date. So the 13th, it's the 13th, but it's showing 218, which is we passed 218. So I need to schedule it for a later time, which is I'm going to schedule it to go out around 4 o'clock. Okay, now, so if you see an error, just click on it. And once I change my date, it's going to stay the same, but I'm going to change my time to 4 o'clock because I probably should have looked to see what would have been the best time to send a post out today, but I forgot to write it down when I was over there. So for right now, I'm going to do 4 o'clock p.m. That's what I'm going to schedule. Both of these will go out today at 4 o'clock p.m. on Instagram and TikTok. Okay. So it's just, did I hit schedule? Okay. So I guess I hit scheduled. And it's right there. Let me click on it and click on it again. Oh, I did. I hit scheduled right there. dang it. But I really was done. But that is how you schedule it. Once you change your date and time, hit schedule. I was a little bit ahead of my time. But if you want to make some changes to it before it actually, which is it's gonna go live at 4 o'clock, you can. Okay, but that's pretty much how you can set up. At one time, it's going out to Instagram and TikTok. I also, if I wanted to add Pinterest, I could have, and if I wanted to add it to YouTube, I could have easily. But for the purpose of this video and the purpose of today, I schedule it just to go out at 4 o'clock. Now, as you can see right here, when I clicked on TikTok, you can who can view this post. If you don't want the public to see the post, you can change it just like you can do inside of TikTok. If you want it to be only you, or do you want it to be friends, you can allow comments. Or you don't, if you don't want comments, you can turn it off. You can allow duets if that's what you want to do. You can allow stitches if you want to do that. And if it's commercial content, turn on to disclose that this post promotes a goods or service in exchange for something of value. So if you're doing commercial content, you could click on that too. All of that are things that you can do right inside of TikTok, and you can do it right over here as well. Okay. But other than that, those two, that's just how easy it is to schedule out a post to social media. Okay. So let me come out of here. I'm gonna go back to my, oh, did I hit it twice? Post successfully edited. I didn't really edit it, but and once it goes out to Instagram and TikTok, it's gonna change. This will change from 1 to 3. Okay, but it won't change because I have up to 4 o'clock to delete it if I want to. Okay, so actually, for looks like for TikTok that was a good time around 4. Let me click on Instagram to see what Instagram. My weekends on Instagram is hit or miss. Most of my time for Instagram, I look like it's going to be during the week, but so it's still a not dark purple, but it's a good time for purple. But as you can see, one video got sent out all at one time. Okay. I hope you guys are enjoying Metricool as I continue to dive into the rest of the social media platforms on the next video. You guys keep posting, keep being consistent. Use this as a management tool. I cannot wait until I do my YouTube. When I post my videos to YouTube, I'm going to post all of them all at one time using Canva Bolt Create. Because with YouTube, I tend to do like a voiceover and I give like some type of tip, like about publishing on KDP or something like that. Don't give up. You can make books. I want to do some tips that can help people with their journey on digital products. So it's a little bit different than what I will post on Instagram or TikTok. So I'm going to make that video and then I'm going to give you guys my complete honest review of Metricool. But other than that, if you go up to the top, you're going to be using the analytics. You're going to be using the inbox, of course, because I like to keep mine on unread so I can make sure I keep up with all my unread messages. And like this one right here earlier today, this young lady asked how much do I sell my car freshness was for, and I told her I sell mine for $5.99, and she said at Side Hustle Queen, thank you. This is now I'm being more consistent with my audience. I see Monica seeing one of my videos over on TikTok today at 9 a.m. She said it was fire, and I'm just gonna respond back to her. Thank you so much. So I am really loving the fact that I can make comments to all of my social media platforms right here. Okay. And like I said, things like this will allow the algorithm, it'll say that you are an engager, you talk to your community, you talk to your audience, and these are all going to be positive reflections towards you. Okay. And then again, you have the planning button for when you schedule your social media content. Smart Link, in case you're wondering what Smart Link. Smart Link is another way for Linktree. Okay, so it's another Linktree. It's just like Linktree. So this is probably gonna, but it costs. You will have to upgrade your plan to have this. Okay. If you already have Linktree, you don't need Smart Link. It's the same thing. It's just a different company. Okay. So that's what that is. And again, in order to get Smart Link, even if you look at it on the side, it looks exactly like Linktree. Okay. So if you're not planning on upgrading the plan just to get that, go over and get Linktree. It's absolutely free. Okay, and then you have the ads button if you want to do campaigns on Meta ads. If you want to do Google ads or you want to do TikTok ads, you can do all of that right here in this one place, and that way you can manage your ads. I have never done ads on social media platforms at all. I just always got my business organically. But if you do want to do ads, you can manage those all right here. So those are all the buttons. Those, the first three, is probably what you're going to be using on a regular basis to manage your social media content. And the rest of them is just going to be hanging out and you're just going to be looking at them. I hope you guys enjoyed another one of my videos. Thank you guys again for being a part of Side Hustle University. And I will see you guys on the next video when we schedule our posts for the entire, well, we're going to be posting our shorts for the entire week on YouTube. You guys have a great day, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye, besties.